Suspense. This is the Man in Black. Here again to introduce Columbia's program, Suspense. Two of Hollywood's most deft players are with us tonight. Miss Geraldine Fitzgerald and Sir Cedric Hardwicke. Miss Fitzgerald and Sir Cedric are here to match wits in a suspenseful tale by John Dixon Carr called Will You Walk Into My Parlor? If you've been with us on these Tuesday nights, you will know that suspense is compounded of mystery and suspicion and dangerous adventure. In this series are tales calculated to intrigue you, to stir your nerves, to offer you a precarious situation, and then withhold the solution until the last possible moment. And so with Will You Walk Into My Parlor and the performances of Geraldine Fitzgerald and Sir Cedric Hardwicke, we again hope to keep you in suspense. Just how far does any man trust his wife, or his fiancée either, for that matter? An English bazaar, a garden party in the grounds of Leighton Hall in Kent, one fine summer afternoon before the war. Leighton Hall is the home of Major and Mrs. Grant, always ready in the cause of charity. There's the stern red brick of the hall rising above oak trees. Against green lawns are the stalls and the swings and the roundabouts and the coconut shies. They are not well patronized now, because a summer storm is coming up, and the wind is whipping at the tents, flapping the gaudy banners in a fantastic manner, and sending the spectators hurrying away in search of shelter. But over in a far corner is the fortune-teller's tent, gaudy in purple and gold, yet with more than just a suggestion of mystery. Beside it is a miniature shooting gallery, presided over by Major Grant himself. Near the center of this bazaar is the bandstand, where the village musicians play lustily to keep the patronizers from leaving. But as the wind rises, it seems that only two of them are oblivious to the coming storm, for they are in love. The young man is tall, in sport coat and flannels. The young lady in a flowing gown of a startling beauty which suggests a halo, a startling beauty that glows against the gray of the sky and the paint of the tents. She has her hand on his arm for protection. Against what, you ask? Nothing. Just for protection.
Philip, darling, I want to get my fortune told before we leave.
Mary, the wind, I'm sure, is going to pour any minute.
It won't take long. We'll beat the storm. Wait and see. I hate to drag you away from the match, but I do want to visit him.
You don't believe in that rubbish, do you, Mary?
No, I don't suppose I do. But I never can resist getting my fortune told.
Well, I suppose it's a woman's prerogative.
And they say this man is all very good. They say it's marvelous how he can tell you all about yourself.
You know that already, don't you?
Oh, Phil, darling, please don't be so unimaginative.
All right, Mary, I'll be good. Who is the fortune teller, by the way?
There's his sign on the tent, the great Omar, palmist and crystal gazer, sees all, knows all.
No, I mean, who is he in real life? Friend of the Major's?
Maybe the Major could tell us. There he is now.
Oh, there, you two. Over here.
Oh, Major.
Please, Phil, we don't have to go there, do we?
Go where?
To that shooting range of the Major's. I hate guns.
It's right next to the fortune teller's tent, Mary, and we can't insult our host. Coming, Major.
Look at the Major. He's beaming all over his face and twisting that white mustache into a corkscrew. I suppose he's heard about us.
Mary, my very contrary one. You're not ashamed of being engaged to me, are you?
Oh, you know it's nothing like that, Phil. I'm much, too much in love with you. Only all the old cats in the village are probably saying awful things about me.
Now, what the devil could they be saying about...
Mary Sherwood, Phil Lester.
Hello, Major Grant.
Oh, you young rascals, you young so-and-sos. Give me a hand, each of you, and many congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Major. We feel rather pleased about it ourselves. At least I do.
And you, young woman, you come over here, and then you'll have every one of us Britishers at your feet. What do but snare a fellow American when he's helpless and away from home?
And do I love being snared?
Yes, old girl, it looks as though you had your man where you wanted him. Now tell me your secret. Are you a demon in disguise?
Please, Major Grant.
It's an awfully good disguise, if she is.
Please, Major. Please, Phil.
Why, Is anything wrong?
No, nothing, but it's getting dark and the wind's rising. It's going to pour any minute now.
A moment before you were the one who said not to worry.
Oh, that won't matter, my girl. The show's nearly over anyway. We did pretty well, if I do say so myself.
We came over here really to see the fortune teller. If you don't mind letting go of my hand.
No, you don't, my girl. Not a bit of it.
You won't let me go?
Not until you patronize this charity. As a preparation of polishing off your husband after marriage, why not try a few rounds with a rifle? Show us what kind of a shot you are.
No, please.
Now, here's a neat little model, Winchester 61. 22 caliber. Yeah, try it.
I know it's stupid and silly of me, and it's not the rifle, really. It's anything to do with death.
With death?
I mean, anything that suggests death. Ever since I was a child, I've never even been able to look at a dead person in a coffin. It scares me.
Mary, a dead person? Nobody's going to get killed, darling. You just fire away and see if you can hit the target.
Yes, here.
All right, if you insist,
Oh, watch out!
Bullseye, you've hit the electric light in the roof. You're not supposed to aim at that.
I'm so sorry.
Look here, speaking of dying, if that's your style of target shooting, darned if I'm not going to crawl out from under this counter and stand behind her. Here, make way.
It isn't funny, Phil. I'm sorry, but I can't go on with this. Here's the rifle.
All right, here I. Sorry, Mary, if I'd known it was going to affect you like this,
Oh, it's all right.
I tell you what, you run along and see the fortune teller, my dear.
Come with me, Phil, won't you?
He'll only admit one at a time.
Well, why don't you go ahead, darling? I'll wait for you here.
All right, dear.
You know, Major, I am an idiot for upsetting her.
You're a very lucky young fellow, my lad. I hope you realize that.
Oh, I realize it, all right. I hope this fortune teller doesn't keep her in there very long.
Yeah? Why?
Look at the sky. It's getting black as pitch. If you're not careful, this wind is going to blow all your tents into the next county.
Well, these tents are pretty securely pegged, young fellow. I think we can risk it.
It's so dark that... Wait a minute, look there.
Yeah, where?
The fortune teller's tent. He's got a light inside, and you can see his shadow against the tent. It's like a shadow screen. Looks it. There's Mary going in. Now she's sitting down across the table from him.
I say, young fellow, do you happen to know who the fortune teller really is?
No, as a matter of fact, I was going to ask you.
Well, I'll tell you a little secret. He's a detective inspector from Scotland Yard.
A what?
A detective inspector from Scotland Yard. He came down here on business, forged half-crowns or something. So the chief constable and I asked him to be our fortune teller. He's one of these glittering-eyed blokes, and in a turban with brown paint on his face.
Does he know anything about palmistry?
No, but he knows a lot about human nature. That, my lad, is Inspector Brandon. He's a specialist in poison cases. They say he never forgets a face.
Wait a minute.
Why, is anything wrong?
What's he saying to Mary? Look at those shadows. Mary's jumped up and backed away. He's pointing his finger at her. Now she's backing out of the tent. Look, Major, he's following her. Can you hear what he's saying?
Remember, my dear, ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
No.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
Mary, darling, get hold of yourself. Mary. Darling, you shouldn't get all upset over that fortune-telling lingo. What's wrong with you? What was he saying to you?
Saying to me? Nothing at all, really. Only the usual thing about a happy life and a little illness, but nothing serious.
Then why were you so frightened?
Frightened? But I wasn't frightened.
Oh, no, Mary, I'm sorry. I saw your shadow on the wall of that tent, and I heard you shrieking. I think I'll go in and get my fortune told and see what all this is about.
Phil, you mustn't.
Why not?
I felt a drop of rain on my head. It's going to pour down in a second. Hadn't we better run for the house?
Well, you go on up to the house, Mary.
Oh, Phil, I don't want to be by myself.
All right, then, dear. There's the Major. Here, give him this gun, will you? I'll be with you in a moment. I'm going to see that faker. Fortune teller. May I come in?
You may. Please to enter.
Thank you.
Sit down in the chair opposite to me. First, tell me the date of your birth. Then looked at the crystal on the table in front of you.
Just a minute, Inspector Brandon. Do you mind if we drop the mumbo-jumbo?
Well, as a matter of fact, I'd like to drop it. It's been a bit of a strain talking like Hamlet's ghost. well, what's on your mind?
Well, maybe it's only the heat or my own nerves, but... What were you saying to Miss Sherwood?
Miss who?
The young lady who was just in here, my fiancée. What's wrong? Why did you jump like that?
Did you say fiancé?
Of course, why not?
Now, look here, Mr...
Oh, my name is Lester, Philip Lester.
And what did you say her name is?
Mary Sherwood. Here, what's all this mystery?
Tell me, Mr. Lester, has she lived here in the village for very long?
No, only about 6 months.
And how long have you been engaged to her? Believe me, I have a reason for asking that. How long have you been engaged?
Well, it'll be a week tomorrow, but...
A week tomorrow? Has she by any chance invited you to dinner at her house tomorrow night?
Dinner?
Has she?
Yes, as a matter of fact, she has, but I don't see...
You know who this Mary Sherwood really is? No? Well, I'll tell you. She's...
Inspector Brandon.
Never stand with your shadow against the light.
You're hit. Here, sir, let me...
Brand, I'm terribly sorry, but Phil shouldn't have given me this dreadful rifle to hold. All I did was touch the trigger by accident. I hope I haven't hit anything.
In the quiet village of Sutton, later that same night, after the unfortunate accident that couldn't be helped, a rather white-faced young man, Philip Lester, slips down the road, pauses in front of the door to the inn, starts to enter, and then changes his mind. He looks over his shoulder and then walks around the building, being very careful to stay within its shadow. He slips in through the side door and makes sure that no one sees him as he makes his way quietly up the stairs to a darkened passageway outside the bedrooms, glances at the number on the first door, and then hurries down the hall. Stops in front of room 27.
Yes? Come in.
Inspector Brandon, I thought...
Close it quickly.
Yes, sir. You're sitting up.
And taking nourishment, thank you.
Oh, excuse me, Inspector, but I heard you were still unconscious and not expected to live.
Yes, that was the report that I asked Dr. Stiles to give out.
But why?
I had my reasons, Mr. Lester. As you can see, fortunately, I was the recipient of only a flesh wound across the left shoulder. It bled a little, but not much.
Then, Inspector, poor Mary's nearly frantic. She thinks she's killed you. Let me ring her up and...
Stay away from that telephone.
Why?
Because I want to tell you a few things about Miss Mary Sherwood. In the first place, she isn't a miss. She's had 3 husbands already.
What?
All of whom died a violent death by poisoning.
What are you trying to tell me?
Now, just a moment before you lose your temper. 3 husbands and 1 fiancée whom she didn't bother to marry. First, the fiancé. They made mutual wills in each other's favor. Exactly a week after the engagement, following dinner at her house, this fellow was taken ill. He died before morning in tetanic convulsion.
Inspector, that's ridiculous. Mary, why, she's so young and innocent.
Young, perhaps, but...
I don't believe it.
Don't take my word for it. I've sent Sergeant Lambert to London for the file. You can see photographs and fingerprints.
I still don't believe it.
Then tell me, Mr. Lester. You're quite a wealthy man, aren't you?
Yes, I'm fairly well off.
Have you and this woman made a will in each other's favor?
Mary wouldn't need to do that. She's got plenty of money and a collection of jewels worth I don't know how much.
I quite agree, but you haven't answered my question. Have you made a will in each other's favor?
Yes.
Well, whose suggestion was that? Yours or hers?
I don't remember. We started talking and agreed it would be a sensible idea.
But it shocked you a little, didn't it? Now, you wondered why it was necessary.
Inspector, a minute ago you were talking about photographs and fingerprints.
Well?
You don't mean Mary's been on trial?
She has been on trial 3 times. Yes, 3 times, and under 3 different names.
But she was acquitted.
Yes, because she had a cast-iron alibi.
There, you see.
Wait. She was acquitted simply because the prosecution couldn't show how the poison was administered.
plainclothes detective is a man under many pressures. His life is lived in contact with crime. Most crimes involve money, sometimes a great deal of money. And it can happen that a detective solves a crime involving money, but somehow the money stays missing. Then he's on the spot. Ugly whispers start behind his back, and only he knows whether he is innocent or...
Sure, there was money missing. 60 grand, to be exact. Tony Belmont and two hoods took it away from the Summit Finance Company by holding up one of their messengers. But I thought I recognized the description the messenger gave of the leader, and I brought in Tony. But I didn't bring in the money. And 60 grand's a lot of dough, so there was bound to be talk. Well, talk's cheap. And I wasn't surprised when I walked into the precinct house and got a sour look from Sergeant Brunson on the desk. Hello, Brunson. What's booked?
Hello, Dresser.
Don't be so enthusiastic. It's bad for your heart. I said, what's booked?
A couple of break-ins, kid stuff, no money in them.
What's that supposed to mean?
I wouldn't know, Dresser.
I want to see Sloppy Peters. Where is he?
You could look downstairs on the pistol range.
Thanks, I think. I went down the splendid old stairs to the pistol range in the basement. Sloppy Peters was my sidekick. He usually dressed like a scarecrow after a bad winter. If he ate soup, Sloppy spilled it on himself. If he got his hand dirty, he mopped his hand over his face, got that dirty, too. Half the time, his socks didn't match. But he'd do his job. Down on the range, Sloppy was popping away with his police special. Hiya, hiya. Hey, Sloppy, I said hello.
Yeah, I heard you.
Hey, what's eating you?
Why should anything be eating me?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Hey, you're holding your gun wrong again. Let me show you. There. 5 in the black. Hey, Sloppy, where are you going? But Sloppy Peters had turned his back and walked out. I spent the afternoon going over the break-ins, got back to the precinct in the evening. I was checking out. I had on a new outfit, $150 tan linen suit, custom-made silk shirt, $50 two-tone shoes, and a $10 tie. But what was anybody to say? Clothes were my gimmick, my trademark. The newspapers even had a nickname for me, Nifty Dresser. And besides, as I said, it was vacation time for me. I expected a comment on my new duds from Bronson, but he just looked at me and looked away. Hey, Bronson, I'm talking to you.
Oh, it's your Dresser. What do you want?
Just a civil answer. Is Sloppy Peters around?
Should he be around?
Never mind whether he should be or not. Is he?
I couldn't say, Dresser, I couldn't say. Maybe he's out looking for some missing dough.
Yeah? Just what dough did you have in mind?
Oh, I heard tell something about a payroll being missing. Somebody, I forget his name, caught the hold-up guy all right, but somehow the money got mislaid. 60 grand, I think it was.
That's right, 60 grand. And it was me who caught the hot rod who stole it. Tony Belmont.
So it was. It all comes back to me now. Congratulations. Too bad you didn't find the dough, too. Or did you?
Maybe we can finish this interesting discussion later on, Sergeant. Right now, I'm looking for Peters.
Anytime, Dresser, anytime.
I turned on my heel and walked out. By now, the talk was all over the precinct that Sloppy had broken up with his old sidekick, Nifty Dresser, because of this missing 60 grand in hold-up loot. But I had to find Sloppy, so I started making the rounds. A little later, I dropped into the Ace Bowling Alley on 10th Avenue to have a little chat with Ace himself.
Yes, sir. Hey, say, man, you're hip tonight. You're really hip. Oh, wait a minute. Wait till I put on my dark glasses before I look at you.
It's a new outfit. You like it, huh?
Well, if this was Christmas, I'd just stand you in the corner to be the Christmas tree. Looks like money. Real money.
Yeah. It does at that, huh?
Say, I hear you're going on vacation tomorrow.
That's right. 2 weeks at the beach.
You're coming back in 2 weeks, I suppose?
Well, certainly I'm coming back. Why shouldn't I be?
No reason. Unless maybe you came into money and decided to look it up.
My rich uncle left me out of his will. He always hated cops. What's on your mind, Ace?
Oh, nothing personal, Dresser. But there's talk going around.
Yeah, such as?
Well, last week, tree hunt rods holed up the Summit Finance Company and get away with 60 grand. The clerk was able to describe one of them.
That's right. I recognize the description. Tony Belmont.
So you picked up Tony in his room. You left Sloppy Peters downstairs and handled Tony single-handed. You were alone with him 15 minutes.
Oh, I spent 15 minutes trying to make him tell me who the two muscle men were who helped him. Why, anything wrong with that?
Am I saying there was? But the talk goes around that Tony still has that 60 grand. He hadn't split it up yet. Tony isn't talking, of course. Tony never talks. But there's some people who think that 60 grand is still around.
Well, of course it's still around. Everybody, including my sidekick, Sloppy Peters, thinks I got my mitts on that 60 grand and then latched onto it, right?
That's the talk, person. That's the talk.
Well, let him talk, Ace. Talk is one thing. Proving it is another. I left the Ace bowling alley and went on making the rounds. A bar here, a dance hall there. All places where I might pick up a whisper of interest to a cop. At each place, I asked for Sloppy Peters, but nobody had seen him. Apparently, Sloppy had crawled into a hole and disappeared. It wasn't like him. I wanted to find Sloppy, and I wanted to find two unknown muscle men who'd been in with Tony Belmont on that holdup. Even if by any chance I was planning on taking a vacation, from which I wouldn't bother to come back, I didn't want to leave those two hoods on the loose. I wanted them behind bars for a long time. Then in a pool parlor on 9th, I got my first lead from Nick the Pick, a combo pickpocket and pool shark.
Oh, hello, Nick. Watch me put the 7-ball in the side pocket.
Hey, nice shot.
The rumble is you're looking for your sidekick.
You see him?
Right ball in the end pocket.
What?
Answering in words of one syllable? No.
And what's your interest?
9 ball in the side pocket. Yeah. I never messed.
Neither do I. Now, what do you know about Sloppy Peters?
That was a guy.
What did he say?
10 ball in the end pocket.
What did he say?
Luigi's Bar and Grill half an hour ago.
Thanks.
How much it?
I started down the dark side street for Luigi's Bar and Grill. Trail was getting hot now, too hot. Because the red neon sign that said Luigi's was 50 yards ahead of me when footsteps scuffed in a doorway just as I passed. Something jabbed into my back and a voice said,
Okay, close horse. Stand quiet with your hands up. I'll give you a chance to see how you like the new two-piece backbone.
In just a moment, we will return for the sun. There was a gun in my back. There were two men behind me, a big one and a little one. I recognized the voices. Phil Whip, the little one, and Wheezy Blaine, the big one. Wheezy took my gun and then frisked me.
$50, that's all he's got. The dough ain't here.
What do you expect? Did he be carrying on him? They could have 60 grand in his pocket? He's got it hid someplace.
Hello, Phil, Wheezy. So you two mental giants were the ones in on the finance company hold up with Tony Belmont.
Shut up, Dresser. We'll do the talking.
So you laid a trap for me, huh? You knew I was looking for Sloppy Peters. He left word he was in Luigi's to get me to come this way.
All right, since you feel so much like talking, talk.
About what?
About where you hid the stuff.
What stuff?
Let me slap his ears, Phil. That'll make him
Shut
talk.
up, I'll slap your nose. Professor, we know you got that 60 grand hid someplace.
You know more than I do.
Okay, you're asking for it. Oh.
Now let me clip him one.
I'll clip you. Just keep your eyes open so we ain't interrupted.
Okay, Phil. Okay, but he's gonna talk.
He'll talk. He'll sing like a quartet. Now listen, Dresser.
I'm listening, but so far I don't hear much.
We know you got the dough. Tony Belmont slipped word on the grapevine. You took it.
You can fool the police commissioner, but you're not putting anything over on us. After you nabbed Belmont, you managed to hide the payroll loot someplace. Now, where is it?
Suppose I say I don't know.
In that case... We can keep this up all night, you know. Question is, can you take it all night? What about it, Dresser?
Okay. Maybe I know where the money is.
Okay, then. Since you know where it is, suppose you tell us.
I hid it in the junkyard behind Belmont's rooming house.
The junkyard? Yeah, Phil, there is a junkyard right out the back way and down the alley.
That's it. I locked Belmont in the closet. See, I wrapped the door in a newspaper, and I went down the back way while Sloppy Peters waited for me out front. Then I hid the money, went back and got Belmont, and I took him down the front way.
You cops are all alike. The only difference between you and us is we admit we're crooks.
The difference between you and me is that you're stupid.
Now, can I clip him, Phil?
No. Now he's going to lead us to the dough. There's an alley ahead leads to that junkyard. Start moving, Dresser.
I started moving. With a gun nudging me in the kidney, there was nothing else to do. We went down a long, dark alley, listening to the televisions playing in the buildings we passed. The people quarreling, babies crying. Then we came to a high board fence that surrounded the junkyard, and I stopped.
What are you stopping for?
Well, here's the junkyard. How are we going to get in?
You got in the other time. You can get in this time.
Oh, that was from the other alley. You see, there was a loose board.
Wheezy.
Yeah, Phil.
Look for a loose board so we can get through this fence.
Wheezy Blaine began yanking at the fence, while Phil Whip kept the gun grinding hard into my back. I was in no hurry. I knew they were figuring on killing me as soon as they had their hands on the money. Shooting me in the back and leaving me along with the old boilers and wash tubs in the junkyard. Oh, I was perfectly willing to postpone that as long as possible. Then, Wheezy Blaine found the loose board. Phil used his gun to steer me to the opening, and we all squeezed through.
Okay, what are you stopping for?
I'm just trying to figure where we are. Now, the other time I got in this junkyard from the other side.
If you're stalling, you're going to be sorry.
I hid the money inside an old furnace someplace about the middle. Ought to be over this way, here. I led the way toward the center of the junkyard. Rusty iron ripped holes in my new suit. And a cat jumped up snarling. There were a million people inside a few blocks of us, but there in the silence of that deserted junkyard, Phil and Wheezy and I might have been the last men alive in the whole world.
Okay. Now what are you stopping for?
Someplace around here I hid the dough. One of these old furnaces.
Which one? Now, don't try to stall.
Listen, I was in a hurry. I crammed the money into an old furnace. Now, just let me look in this one here. No, it's not here. Maybe it's that one over there. Now, my suit was covered with a messy black stain from reaching around inside the furnace. There wasn't much left of my outfit by now, but this was my life that was worrying me, not my clothes. They followed close behind me as I worked my way toward the other furnace. An overturned bathtub lay about 10 feet from it, and on the bathtub, a black cat sat and just watched us.
Hey, look at Phil. A black cat, that's bad luck.
Bad luck for Dresser if this ain't the right furnace. Because then I'll know he's stalling.
No. This is it. I'm positive of it. Yeah, the package is right inside the firebox. There it is. It's right here.
In just a moment, we will return for the concluding act of Suspense.
I reached inside the antique furnace, and there was the package. But it didn't hold any money. It held a revolver. As soon as I had it in my hands, I dropped to my knees and I yelled, "Okay, Sloppy, shoot!" Phil, the bathtub is shooting out. Out! It's a trick dresser up, fix your wagon! I ducked behind some scrap iron. Before Wheezy Blaine could find cover, he grunted and fell over an old washtub and lay there. Phil Whip started to run. I couldn't get a shot at him. But the bathtub of Sloppy Peters was hiding under heave and jerked and toppled over. Sloppy stood up, a 6-foot scarecrow, and lifted his gun. Phil Whip fell into some rusty machinery and lay there, not even moving. Sloppy Peters put his gun away and came over to help me up. I had gotten tangled up in some loose wire.
Okay, Johnny. Give me a hand. That's it.
Oh. Thanks, Sloppy. Now, let's find the money.
It's here, is it?
Well, sure it is. I told you it was. In the same boiler where I had the gun hid. I'll get it right out. Yeah, here it is. In the pillowcase, I dumped it in after I cuffed Tony Belmont. Yeah. Stay just as safe as in a vault.
Let's have a look at it.
Sure. Pretty, huh?
Yeah, very pretty. Now, let me have it.
Let you have it.
All of it. Now, don't argue, Johnny.
Your gun? What the devil?
The money, Johnny.
You want all of it?
All of it. Start walking, Johnny, toward the street. And don't hurry. We have a little trip to take.
When Sloppy Peters got nudging me, I did what he said. I was tired of having gun for my ribs. But his grim look told me he wasn't fooled. We hailed a cab, and it took us to headquarters, and then we walked up to see the commissioner's office. Sloppy put the pillowcase of money on the commissioner's desk and told him the story.
Do I understand, Detective Peters, that you are charging Detective Dresser with trying to appropriate this $60,000 for himself?
Yes, sir. I hate to do it. Believe me, Johnny, I'd rather cut off my arm. There's nothing else I can do. He had a smart scheme to get Wheezy Blaine and Phil Whip out of hiding, but I could tell he was planning to keep the money. I pretended to go along with him, sir, in order to locate the money.
Excuse me, Detective Peters. Well, Dresser, I guess you're a better actor than you realize.
It looks that way, sir.
Actor, Commissioner? I don't understand.
Your partner came to me 3 days ago, Detective Peters, and told me where the money was and what he was planning. I gave him my okay, even to leaving the money hidden. Because there are a lot of ears in this city, and if the money was actually turned in, someone might have talked.
Yeah, you mean, Johnny, you were just acting like a crooked cop?
Weren't you? When you took that money from me, after all, 60 grand, huh?
Is 60 grand.
Yeah. That's the way I thought you figured.
Peters, I'm glad you did what you did. Convincing proof of your own integrity. And Dresser?
Yes, sir.
I want to congratulate you. It was a well-worked-out plan. Except for one bad mistake.
Mistake, Commissioner?
Look at your partner. I believe they call him Sloppy Peters. And no wonder. Dirt all over him. Face, hands, hair. Your mistake, Dresser, was this. You had him in a bathtub. Why didn't you put in some soap and water, too?
Suspense.
You've been listening to 60 Grand Missing, written for Suspense by Robert Arthur. Heard in tonight's story were Bernard Grant as Dresser. Others in the cast included Ralph Bell, Leon Janney, Sam Raskin, Joseph Julian, Mason Adams, Michael Caine, and Nat Owen. Listen again next week when we return with Daisy Chain, written by Robert Forrest. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. The Kingston Trio next, followed by latest CBS News and Have Gun Will Travel. 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 Travel.
And now, another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Report from a Dead Planet. Written for Suspense by George Bamber.
Oh, Dr. Siddons. What are you doing here?
Oh, I might well ask you the same thing.
Well, I couldn't sleep. I'd close my eyes, and then I'd think, Jeffries, old man, tomorrow you make history. One of the first men to set foot on an inhabitable planet. And then the next thing I'd know, my eyes would pop open, and I'd be staring up in the darkness.
So you came up here to have another look at it, huh?
How did you know?
Well, I'm afraid buck fever isn't restricted to the young.
Oh, gosh. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Just look at it. How it hangs out there in space. Motionless. Like a huge ball or a giant pearl. Kind of luminescent gray. It's rich against the blackness of space. The light of the stars. Red, green, against yellow, black.
Look here on the radar. The land masses show up quite clearly now through the cloud layer.
But, Doctor, it's almost water.
Mm-hmm. More than 3/4 of X-37J surface is covered with water.
Well, do you think the land will be firm enough to set down on?
As dry as the land at home.
Tension?
At ease.
Dr. Siddons, I was just going to send for you.
What's up?
I don't know. I just got a report from the con that the Van Allen belt for this planet is about 50 times more intense than they anticipated.
Oh, well, here, let's see.
Yes, I see. The radiation's about 50 times above normal.
The ship okay?
Oh, yes. Our hull is designed to withstand 100 times that. What do you make of it? Well, I don't know. It's not normal for this large a concentration of radiation to be in the magnetic field around the planet.
You mean somebody would have had to put it there?
Oh, well, I didn't say that. But it is possible that it was put there to act as a barrier to incoming rocket ships, right? Yes, it is possible.
Well, then that means there's life here.
No, not necessarily. Of course, we know this planet is capable of supporting life. That's why we're going to explore it. But to jump to the conclusion that it is intelligent life and hostile to our exploration is not only unscientific, it's completely unfounded at this point. But maybe that the intense presence of radiation in the Van Allen belt of this planet might be due to natural causes, ones we hadn't anticipated. But whether there are people down there, such as ourselves, is something we can't possibly say until we've landed. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to sensitize the ship's defense system and post orders for the landing party to carry their weapons. Yes, it's a wise precaution. Now, in the meantime, it's 5 hours till touchdown. I suggest you gentlemen get some sleep while you can. I have a feeling you're going to need it once we land.
150,000 feet from touchdown. Rate of fall, 0660.
Well, so far, so good.
145 from touchdown. Rate of fall.
If they had any anti-rocket devices, they would have sent them up by now. We're well into their atmosphere. Yes, unless they're planning some kind of trap, letting us land so they can capture us intact once we're on the ground. If there's anybody down there. We've been monitoring the radio frequency since last night, and there hasn't been a sound. Whatever life is down there, I'm sure we'll be able to handle.
110,000 feet from touchdown. Rate of fall.
I see you're keeping to the edge of the landmass. Yes. I want you to be able to get your ocean samples without a lot of traveling. Well, may I suggest you set down where that large river empties into the sea? That way I can take fresh water samples as well. You see there, on that peninsula? You think that's big enough? I make it to be about 2 miles wide. Plenty of room for us. Jenkins, what's the spectrographic reading for that peninsula?
Solid mineral. Granite-like composition.
It should support us.
Well, it's not a peninsula, sir. It's an island. You see, here, how the river cuts around it at the north end, cutting it off from the main body of land?
Yes. Well, that makes it all the better. It's small enough, surrounded by water on 4 sides. Makes it easier to defend if there are hostile people down there.
100,000 feet from touchdown. Rate of fall, 0790.
Collins, set a course for that island.
Aye, aye, sir.
Dr. Siddons.
Yes?
There's something funny about that island. Look, here on the spectrograph.
Well, what is it?
Well, look how the whole thing shows up gray. Solid rock. Except for this patch of green, the only spot on the whole island.
There's nothing unusual about that. It merely indicates vegetation covering the minerals. Grass or trees.
Yes, but why this one spot? And why so perfectly oblong? Look, the sides of it are laid out square as a parade ground.
And he's right, you know, Doctor. Nature couldn't lay out anything as geometric as that. It has to be man-made.
You don't suppose it's some sort of sacred ground, a A place for a religious ceremony.
Now, Lieutenant, let's not let superstition run away with our better judgment.
But look, Dr. Siddons, the whole island's cross-hatched into squares. And that green patch is the only unmarked place on it.
I don't know, sir. Maybe it isn't the best place to land. The island has been definitely marked up by an intelligence of some sort.
80,000 feet from touchdown. Rate of fall.
Oh, we're too far down to blast up again. I can't waste the fuel.
Captain.
Yes?
Altimeter is giving me a hodgepodge of readings for that island. The only level place on it is that green patch of ground.
Maybe we should try to land on either side of the river on the mainland.
Well, that's cross-hatched just as bad as the island is. Now, whatever that patch of ground is, sacred ground or what, we're going to be in the middle of it. Set your sights for the south end of that green, Collins. Man your battle stations, men. We're taking her in. Well, gentlemen, we made it.
The New World.
Keep your eyes open. You see any movement?
No, sir.
Ooh. It looks like we've landed in the middle of a huge graveyard. What are they, Dr. Siddons? Monuments?
No. They're too big for that. No, I imagine they're dwelling places of some sort. See all those little squares they cut in them? They must be windows.
Well, then there's no question that there are creatures on this planet.
No.
Well, then where is everybody?
Yes, that's a very good question.
Well, I would say that they were scared away by the roar and blast of our landing rockets.
And I would say that they evacuated this place when they saw us coming, and that they're waiting for us to get on the ground where they can attack us.
Well, what are we going to do?
The only thing we can do. It's obvious they aren't coming to us. We go to them. Let's suit up. Be ready to leave the ship by 0800. And every man carry his assigned weapon.
We're on the deck now, Collins. So we're spread out in a defensive perimeter. You are in complete charge of the ship.
Aye, aye, sir.
Now, no one is allowed to re-enter the ship without the proper password, no matter what the circumstances. And if for any reason you think things have gone wrong, you are to blast off and make your report to home. You understand that?
Aye, aye, sir.
Very good. Have you made your readings, Doctor? Yes, sir. It's just as we predicted from home. Though the ground radiation level is a little bit higher than we anticipated. Here, you can see for yourself. That dangerous? Oh, it's more than safe for us. There's no reason why we can't get out of these suits and walk around the same as at home. Unless there's the presence of a gas we don't know about. Yes, that's true. I need a volunteer. Oh, Captain, I would like to volunteer. No, not you, Dr. Siddons. You're too valuable to the expedition. I can't let you do that. Well, there's no danger. You said yourself. Please, Captain. You were the first person to set foot on this new world. I'd like to be the first to breathe its air. Well, all right, Doctor. But be careful.
Come on in, boys. The water's fine.
Hey, you hear that, Collins? We got it made.
All right. Knock it off. This is a military reconnaissance, not a picnic. Well, there's life on this planet. But until we make contact with it, it's the enemy. Lieutenant Jeffries.
Yes, sir.
You will take the doctor and 2 men and reconnoiter to the east as far as the river. I'll go.
We're going to have to get him.
Such crude dwellings. They must have lived absolutely one on top of the other.
Any volunteers to go with me?
I'll go with you.
All right. Now, the rest of you stay here. Keep us covered. If anything happens, don't be afraid to shoot into us. Doc, when I give the word, we'll run across the street. And don't stop until we come to that wall. First building, you got it?
Yes, right.
Well, so far, so good.
Yes. Just above your head.
Huh?
There's one of the windows, but it's filled with plastic.
I'll see if I can break it.
No, you can't shatter plastic. What? There's nothing but glass. Old-fashioned glass.
Yeah. Hello in there. Anybody home?
Move along the wall. Right. There's a doorway up ahead, I think.
It's unlocked.
Push it open with your weapon. Carefully.
Hello in there. Anybody home?
Move in cautiously. And keep your eyes open.
Hey, there's one.
Stop! That's an effigy of some sort. See, it isn't living. It's a statue of some kind. See? It's made out of some sort of alloy.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You suppose that's what they look like?
Well, I imagine so. Animals aren't given to making statues of themselves.
Such ugly-looking creatures. You suppose that's its head?
Yes. And you see, these must be the arms, and these are clearly the legs.
Well, look how close together the eyes are placed. And the spindly legs. Ugh. I hope we don't run into one.
I don't think we will.
What do you mean?
Not in this city, at least. Here, look at the gray dust on the floor. It's almost 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
I noticed the same thing in the street. Now, if there are any of these monstrosities left, they aren't here. This city hasn't been used for a long, long time. Maybe 1,000 years.
Lieutenant Jeffries reporting, sir.
All right, go ahead, Lieutenant.
We've completed the 1,000-mile inland reconnaissance as your instruction, sir.
And you found?
Nothing. No life of any sort.
Not a thing?
Just miles and miles of twisted, stunted vegetation and a couple more of those huge radioactive burns, such as we found 100 miles south and west of here.
Collins, your receivers picked up anything yet?
No, sir. We've been monitoring all frequencies every day since we've been here. Not a sound. Nothing but random radio interference from outer space.
What about the television satellites we sent up?
Well, they've covered the surface of this planet 100 times, sir. Not a sign of movement anywhere.
Well, Dr. Siddons, what do you make of it?
Well, it would be unethical for me to venture an opinion at this time.
Come now, Doctor, come now. You must have some idea. For the past 10 days, you've been doing nothing but nosing around these old ruins. You must have drawn some conclusions.
Well, now, this is only my opinion, mind you. We won't know until all the facts are in. But as we know, this planet was at one time inhabited by living creatures much like ourselves, no matter how repulsive they may appear to us. They were biped, carnivores, and possessed a certain amount of intelligence.
Well, what happened to them?
Well, in order to understand what happened to them, you have to understand the people themselves. Now, as I've said, they were very primitive and very superstitious. True, they had advanced from the Stone Age to the threshold of nuclear energy, but culturally and morally, they hadn't gotten much beyond the Iron Age.
So, then they discovered the tremendous power of nuclear energy,
Yes, exactly. The very first use they made of it was to blow a couple million of their fellow creatures off the face of the planet.
What savages.
But they didn't destroy everything. The city's still standing.
Well, as far as I can figure out, it didn't hold any military targets.
Then what happened to the people in it?
They were killed off by radiation.
It's still radioactive. Why didn't the radiation kill us off?
Well, because for one thing, it's cooled off considerably since then. And for another thing, we're used to it. They never had a chance.
Well, that's it. We have enough to make a report when we get back. Blast off is at 1800 hours tonight. Get everything tied down and ready. That's all, gentlemen.
You were able to crack their language, Doctor?
No, I wasn't able to. My computers were. Fortunately, it was a relatively simple task.
Doctor? What did they call this place?
What, you mean the planet? The civilization?
No. I mean this island, this city, or whatever it was.
Oh, well, of course it was a proper name, so it's meaningless to us, but I can reproduce the sounds as they made them. They called this place New York.
Suspense.
You've been listening to Report from a Dead Planet, written for Suspense by George Bamber. Heard in tonight's story were Bill Mason as Lieutenant Jeffries, Les Damon as Dr. Siddons, John Larkin as the captain, and Phil Meader as Collins. Listen again next week when we return with Memorial Bridge by William N. Robeson. Another tale well calculated to keep you in
suspense.
The Kingston Trio next, followed by the latest CBS News and Have Gun Will Travel on CBS Radio.
And now, another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Tonight, Rakovsky's Rubles by William N. Robeson.
This is a story of old Russia. Of Russia before Sputnik and Khrushchev and the Soviet. Of the Russia of resplendent Tsars and the hopeless characters of Dostoevsky. Our hero is such a character, intelligent but without hope. We shall call him Ivan Ivanovich. He is a student. His sweetheart we call Anna Petrovna. We find them in the Venice of the North before it was Leningrad, before it was Petrograd, when it was still gloriously named St. Petersburg. We find them in a basement room, furnished only with a bed and a chair, and a stove. But there is no money for firewood, so they are cold. They are also hungry, and they are hopeless.
Hopeless. Utterly hopeless.
What is hopeless, Ivan Ivanovich?
Life, Anya Petrovna. The noblemen and their half-naked women dance the night away in their warm palaces while we sit outside and shiver. What have we got to live for?
Each other.
It is not...
It is not enough?
No, Anyushka. I would die for you. You know that.
But you would not live for me?
Living is more difficult. This is not living. This is existing like an animal.
But it will not always be like this. You will graduate from the university soon.
And then what? Position in a government office if my marks are good enough? If not the army? No, Anyushka. There's no place for me in this society without money, without a title.
You talk like a revolutionist.
Not me. Where did it get them, those anarchists who tried to kill the little father of all the Russias as he worshipped at Easter Mass last year? They were all dead. Or worse, they've been sent to Siberia for the rest of their lives. No. A Tsar is too mighty. He will not topple easily. And I have no stomach for martyrdom. No, Anya. I'm only interested in myself. And you, of course. Anyushka. Do you love me?
You know I do.
Enough to wait for me?
Wait for you?
Yes, for 20 years.
20 years? Where are you going?
To prison.
What are you talking about, Ivan?
I have a plan that will make us rich 20 years from now. I'm going to steal a fortune.
Steal? But the police will arrest you.
Indeed. It is necessary to the plan that they do.
I do not understand you, Ivan Ivanovich.
I do not need your understanding, my little dove. Only your help. Will you help me?
Yes, Ivan, I will do anything you say.
Good. And you must get me an interview with your employer.
The Prince Bolinin?
Yes.
Why do you want to see him?
I'm going to work for him.
You are?
Yes.
What will you do for him?
I don't know. Secretary, footman, valet. Whatever he needs me for. You will find out.
And so the devoted and willing Anna kept her tiny, close-set eyes open, and also her rather large ears. And she reported all she saw and heard to Ivan Ivanovich. At last, the day came.
Ivan Ivanovich Marusak, Anna has told me much of you. You're from the Volga?
Yes, Excellency.
You are graduating from the university?
Yes, Excellency.
And you are looking for a position?
With you, Excellency, as your secretary. I have all the qualifications, my grades at the university. And you are without the secretary at the moment.
Yes, I am without the secretary. The young man who has served me so well for the past several years was suddenly taken ill. So ill, he nearly died. It was almost as though he had been poisoned.
What a pity.
Anna speaks very highly of you. Consider it done. Only see that you don't become ill as your predecessor did.
Oh, no, Excellency. You need not worry. I am sure there is no danger of that.
Ivan Ivanovich insinuated himself into the good graces of the Prince Bolinin with the celerity and precision of a Potemkin taking over the court of Catherine. He soon knew all there was to know about the prince. All except one thing. The combination to his safe.
No, my dear Ivan Ivanovich, no one but I opened that strong box.
But, sire, what if you were to, God save you, die suddenly?
And the secret would go to the grave with me.
And all that money?
It would no longer be my problem, would it?
No, but as your confidential secretary, it would be mine. I mean to pay off your creditors, to satisfy your heirs.
But it is not your problem now.
No, Excellency.
Then why worry about it, my little Ivan?
But Ivan did worry about it day and night. All those rubles, all those jewels, so close, just beyond that little iron door.
Anyushka, you are aware that the prince goes to his villa at the lake on Friday.
So I have been told.
And does not return until Monday.
That is what they say.
Good. You go with him?
The whole household goes.
Good. All except me.
But Ivan...
I shall be taken ill.
But you will be all alone in the house.
Exactly.
Who will look after you?
I will look after myself, Anya. Don't worry about me. I will look after myself handsomely.
In just a moment, we will return for the second act of Suspense.
One of the imponderable conundrums of philosophy is the old chestnut which asks if a falling tree makes a sound, if there is no one in the forest to hear it. No one knows the answer. And no one knows whether a muffled explosion was heard in the Marianskolia street that Sunday night so many years ago. For certainly there was no one about to hear it, except Ivan Ivanovich, who stood in front of the Prince Bolinin's strong box as the smoke cleared away and feasted his eyes on the fortune which would buy his future. When the great bank of Byelorussia opened its doors Monday morning, its first customer was Ivan Ivanovich, burdened with 2 bulging valises.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
I wish to rent a safe deposit box.
Your name, please.
Rakovsky. Pyotr Rakovsky.
Very well, sir. Here is your key.
Thank you. I may have to go on a long journey. My things will be safe?
Oh, yes, sir.
For how long?
We do not touch the contents of any unclaimed boxes until 30 years have elapsed.
Good. I shall not be away that long.
But I do not understand.
You do not have to. Just take this key. Guard it with your life. Wear it on a string around your neck. Do not ever lose it. Do you understand?
Yes, Ivan.
And one more thing. Remember the name Piotr Rakovsky.
Piotr Rakovsky?
Yes. Don't ever forget it.
But why?
Never mind why. Just don't forget that name. What is it?
Piotr Rakovsky.
Say it again.
Piotr Rakovsky.
Ivan Ivanovich! It has come.
What has come, Ivan?
The moment of truth in which the great lie is told in silence.
I don't understand a word you are saying.
Good. Just remember that name. Ivan Ivanovich! I am coming, Your Excellency. At the word, Anya. Yes, Excellency?
I trust you're feeling better?
Feeling better?
Yes, you were ill when I went away.
Oh, yes, that it passed. I am feeling fine now.
And you were here in the house the whole weekend?
Yes, Your Excellency.
You did not go out at any time?
No, Your Excellency.
Then perhaps you can explain this.
Explain what, Your Excellency?
Look, you dunderhead, look for yourself. The strong box. It has been blown apart.
So it has?
What do you know about this?
Nothing, Your Excellency, nothing at all.
But you admit that you were alone in the house the whole time. You must have heard something or seen something.
Nothing, Your Excellency.
It's impossible.
Nothing's impossible.
You are forcing me to believe that you know a great deal you're not telling.
If you are thoroughly convinced of that, you are at liberty to call the police.
Indeed I am, and I shall exercise that liberty at once.
The tribunal of the Tsar found themselves in a quandary. The accused would neither admit nor deny the crime. Yet the circumstances spoke for themselves in the loudest of tones. And so at last, the tribunal did just as Ivan Ivanovich hoped they would.
We find the defendant guilty and sentence him to 20 years at hard labor in the salt mines of Siberia.
Time is relative. For the child, a day is an eternity. For the old one, it is but a dull and painful tick of a faceless clock. In the salt mines of Siberia, time stands still. There, nothing happens. In the flickering torchlight, there is neither day nor night. In the constant, clammy 40-degree temperature, there is neither summer nor winter. The brain softens here. The mind wanders away and is lost. Unless a man has a dream.
A droshky with the finest of horses, and a coachman, and a great house in the town, and another in the country.
Ah, Yuri, the millionaire, is counting his money again.
Tell me when he gets to the dancing girls.
You laugh. Go on and laugh. You are the foolish one.
If you are so rich, what are you doing here?
I am here so I will be rich. I stole it. I am paying for it.
And where is this fortune of yours while you're paying for it?
It is in a safe place, locked away waiting for me to claim it.
It is all right, Ivan Ivanovich. We understand.
You understand why?
These salt mines. We all need something to help us get through. With you, it is this dream of riches. There is nothing wrong with it. It's good if it helps the days go by and fills the night with something more than the snores of your comrades.
But it's true, I tell you. I'm rich. I have the money and the jewels. They're mine. They're hidden away, waiting for me.
I know, Tovarich, I know.
No, you don't. It's true. It's true. Why don't you believe me?
But no one would believe him. And as the years slowly passed, Ivan Ivanovich told his story less and less. And more he began to doubt it himself. At first, Anna had written to him, but then her letters came further and further apart, and at last ceased altogether. And Ivan Ivanovich was alone with a fading dream. But At last, the day came when Ivan Ivanovich's account was settled, his debt to society paid. Look at him now, shuffling up the Marianskolia Street. A graying, stoop-shouldered, middle-aged man. He stops at the door of number 33 and pulls the bell knob. The door is opened by a young girl with largish ears and eyes set too close together.
Anyushinka, you have not changed a bit. You are even prettier.
You must be mistaken. My name is Natasha.
Natasha? How old are you?
18.
Then your mother, is her name Anya?
Yes, it is.
Is she home? Would you call her? I'm an old friend of hers.
Mama! Mama!
Da, Natasha. I have ears to hear you with. What do you want?
There's an old man at the door. He says he's a friend of yours.
A friend of mine? I have no old men for friends. What is it? What do you want?
You do not remember me, Anya?
No, I never saw you before in my life.
You do not remember Ivan Ivanovich?
Cannot be. I thought you were dead.
Is that why you married? You said you would wait for me.
A girl cannot wait her whole girlhood out.
You didn't wait very long.
I never expected you to come back.
So little faith. After all our plans. The key. You still have the key?
What key?
The key. I gave you the key I told you to keep for me.
Oh, that key. My husband was jealous of it. He found it hanging around my neck on our wedding night.
Oh, no.
He yanked it off me. He threw it away.
Oh, no. The key to all my riches. I told you. You promised.
I never understood about that. Except it was dangerous. My man said it was dangerous when I told him about it.
Dangerous? It was the key to our life together.
It could have gotten me into trouble, receiving stolen goods or something, he said.
Your husband is a fool. At least the name. You remember the name?
What name?
When I gave you the key, I told you a name. I told you to repeat it after me. I told you to remember it always. Remember?
I remember you telling me.
Then what was the name?
I have not the slightest idea.
Oh, no. You have not forgotten.
Why should I remember?
I told you to.
But you did not tell me why. You said I needn't know, that I shouldn't have my head cluttered with such things. So, I did not clutter my head at all.
Yes. I said you were stupid then. And I was right. You are as stupid as your husband is a fool.
Careful, Ivan Ivanovich.
Fool, stupid.
Natasha, go fetch your father. He'll know how to deal with this madman.
Yes, Mama.
No, Anya, forgive me. I let myself go too far. Forgive me. And just remember that name. I will give you a third of all my wealth if you will only remember that name.
I have not the slightest idea.
You must. Without the name, I cannot realize the fortune. You must. You must.
I cannot, Ivan. I've forgotten it completely.
I will give you half, Anyushka. Half of it all for the name.
It is no use. 20 years is too long a time.
You drive a hard bargain. Very well. 3/4 of the rubies and jewels are yours. Just to remember the name. Remember it, Anya! Remember it! Remember it!
Go of me, you maniac. I don't remember, I tell you. I can't remember.
In just a moment, we will return for the concluding act of Suspense.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you? I want to speak to someone about the safe deposit box.
Yes, sir?
I have a box here. I rented it 20 years ago. I've been out of the country and I have lost the key.
Well, if you can identify...
Oh, yes. It was on the first Monday in March, 20 years ago. You just look up your records.
Well, I suppose we could go about it that way. What is your name?
I don't remember. Amnesia or something. A mental block. I don't remember.
I'm sorry. There is nothing I can do until you do remember.
A bitter wind swept down from Lake Ladoga, carrying night and snow out of the north, as Ivan Ivanovich stepped out the great bank of Bylorussia. into the empty street. Empty, empty like his life. Useless, meaningless. And the sooner over, the better. Ivan Ivanovich shuffled across the wide boulevard to the bridge, where Katerina Street crosses the River Nevia. And here he stood, looking down on the black, freezing water, choked with cakes of ice slowly slipping seaward. Ivan Ivanovich was numbed in body and in spirit. As a person apart, he watched himself climb to the top of the parapet, stand irresolutely for an instant, lose his balance, slip, and plummet into the black and icy water. The shock of the freezing water brought him back to his senses. He flailed his arms widely.
Help! Help! Help!
And then, in a blinding flash, he remembered.
Rakovsky! Rakovsky! Help! Help! Help!
But no one heard above the whining of the Arctic wind. And alone there in the icy water, Ivan Ivanovich fought vainly to save himself and his glorious memory of the name. But there was too much against him. Time and his age and the cold of the Russian winter. And so it was that Ivan Ivanovich died by drowning, with his now useless alias on his lips.
Suspense.
You've been listening to Rakovsky's Rubles, written for Suspense by William N. Robeson. Heard in tonight's story was Santos Ortega as Ivan Ivanovich. Others featured in the cast were Bob Reddick, Bryna Rayburn, Roger DeKoven, Ivor Francis, William Redfield, and Lynn Loring.